Hey guys, welcome to another episode of our Hervé Shop. This week I'm going to be explaining to you what's replacing the KE25. So in the last episode about the KE25, I sold it. And that is true. I did get rid of it. It is gone. I'm not getting that car back, and Ryan's going to rebuild it and do his thing with it. So this week we're picking up another car. No surprise. But first I need to move all of this stuff so I have a nice spot and a nice home for it to live. So I'm going to put you on time lapse. I'm going to move everything in the shed, clean everything up, and make a nice spot for this new car, which we're getting this afternoon. So stay tuned and we'll see shortly what the new car is. Alright, so that's not particularly clean, but the spot where the car's going is clean. I'd like to organise this pile, but I have other stuff to do today. So, spot for new vehicle is clear. So that's going to be it for today on this shed cleaning adventure, but let's go pick up this car. This might not look much to a lot of you, but this setup has taken so long to come around to, and I'm really happy about it. Truck, tow bar, pretend it's not a hire trailer. Yeah boy, moving up in the world. Alright, so last night we picked up the new project car, walking to it now, and by the time we got home it was too dark to actually see it properly. So let's see it together. And I haven't really seen this in daylight. I've only seen it in a dark shed and then last night. So let's have a look together. I replaced the KE25 with a KE25. Would you expect anything less from me? So this is my new KE25. It is phenomenally better than the other one. So as you can see, it is painted, or has been painted at some point. A lot of it's very dusty, so I'm going to have to give it a clean at some point. There's a few little rust repair or patches, so this is where the antenna was, so that's been repaired. There's a few little spots that have been repaired and a few little spots that need to be repaired, but they are very, very minor in comparison to the other one. So there's not a lot of room in here, but there's plenty of room. What am I talking about? Not a lot of room with the camera. So it is so much better. So this is a 73, 74, same as the other one. But it has had a few modifications, such as a large hole in the firewall and the trans tunnel, which my friend Tim at Second Stage, who's been doing the thumbnails for me lately, he did that work and made some engine mounts for it, for a particular engine, which I happen to have, and was happening to go into my 25 anyway. So I got that, and I got a new old stock dash pad. I got replica JDM mirrors for the T27, because these came out in Japan as a T27. I got T27 lights, which are probably my favourite thing ever. They are in here, and they are worth $1 bajillion. But they're very cool. So that's the Japanese T27 lights. Very cool, bolt straight into this car. I'm stoked to get those in the car. I also got a Koyo radiator, brand new, with cap, which apparently the cap's worth a fortune as well. And they suit the new engine that I want to put in the car, and they also suit the car. So they bolt straight in and lines up and everything. Came with a car full of parts. We left a few bits at the guy's house because we couldn't fit them in the truck. There's a couple of good apron trims. There's a really good bonnet trim, which if you're a Corolla or K20 person, you know how hard these are to find. And this one is very clean. So I'm pretty stoked about that as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the straps off. So we strap the window in, we strap the bonnet down, we strap the boot down. So I'll take those out and then I'll show you what we got. Okay, so I've got the door open here. There's a pile of parts in here. I'm going to have to get all that out in a minute and see how good or bad the interior is. And then we've got a boot full of parts, which I know the boot's rusted out, but I'll get all this stuff out as well. Need to do a bit of a stock take and inventory check. Got a front apron, we've got all the trims, radiator, seats and everything. Bunch of stuff. And then coming around to the bonnet, engine bay. So I'm reasonably confident it's been resprayed because they're slightly different colours. You can see an edge here as well actually. It's been done quite well, considering most resprays are horrible. And then there's a huge hole in the firewall. So that fits a certain motor, which I'll tell you about in a minute. There's a bit of rust here, which is pretty easy to fix, I think. And that's about it really. It's all pretty honest, it's all pretty happy. A little bit of rust up the top here. And that's pretty much it. It's remarkably good. Super happy with this thing. It's probably the cleanest Corolla I've actually bought. I've had a few reasonable ones over the years, but this thing is really good. So pretty stoked about that. Let's get all these parts out and see what we've got. So I just unboxed the boot. It's a bit glary because I've turned my flash on. Hopefully it's not too horrible. The question you're all asking is how are the pockets? Let's find out together. Oh, a little bit crotchety. But, I mean, it was kind of expected given the boot floor. Where this side. Pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Hey, a socket. Or an extension. Free extension. Other than that, it's pretty tidy back here. All of this is all pretty solid. There's a few little marks of glue, I think it is, more than anything. It's a whole lot better than the other one. Back window, there's so much rust in the back window. Car's pretty much a write-off. That's about it really. I'm going to move it back and take all the stuff out the inside. Got all the stuff from the boot just here, and there was a bit of stock interior, stock suspension stuff and a stock fuel tank. So amazingly, somehow, get in here, zoom out, the back seat is really good. They always crud out at the top, and this one is very good. Little couple of cracks just starting, but really good overall. The front seats have seat covers on them, so I'll leave that for later. But the rest of it's really nice. The door cards that I took out, so this is some of the stuff I got out. I'm going to look through that one. This one is a new old stock dash pad, which is awesome. The interior stuff, they're called door trims and kick panels and stuff. Really good. The driver's doors are a little bit haggard and the wood is gone, but the rest they're really good. All the trims and stuff are cool. There's some engine mounts from Mr. Tim for Mystery Engine, which I'll show you later. And there's these couple of boxes here. So I'm going to get those other boxes from over there, chuck them over here and go through the whole lot. Alright, let's go through these boxes. So some of them are labelled. This one for example. I'm going to do this in one clip and then I'll speed up the bits that aren't important. So let's just unbox everything. Brand new shifter boot cover, winner. Loom, not bad. Some really nice replica T27 mirrors. Nice. All sorts of plastics in here. That's good. I don't really want to unpack it, but that's good. These are hard to find as well. Oh, that one's knackered. I think I have a KE25, which are I think they're the same. Wonder what's in here. Front indicators. Oh, brand new. Repro ones probably, but yeah, repro ones. But that's wicked. Gonna need them at some point. This one just says bolts. Interesting. Wow, everything's labelled. Josh, you really did me well here, mate. Everything is labelled. Every bag. Boot clips. Front bumper bolts. Everything. Oh, badges. Hell yeah. Badges. The vents. The bloke I bought this off of, Josh, he is a champ. He's done me so many deals and so many good thrown in a bunch of parts and he's labelled everything. He's done me really well. Oh yeah. That's so good. Even these number plate lights are so clean. This thing either doesn't have a lot of Ks on it, or someone's done a really good restoration in the past. That's wicked. That's so good. It's so much more exciting than just bolts. Front grille, tail lights. Ooh. He did say the car was complete, but some people are full of shit. Josh is not. Front door handles. Sweet. Oh, hell yeah. Look how good everything is. I was a little bit warped, but like plastic does that. Look how clean it is. What the hell? Wow. Oh yeah. Everything's just mint. This is so good. There's a little crack in that. But honestly, everything is so good. So these are the stock tail lights, which are pretty sick. Oh, here's the grille. Tail light centerpiece garnish. Here's a proper 25 grille. Oh wow, this is just so good. Must sound like Owen Wilson saying "oh wow" all the time, but wow, wow, wow. There's a crack in it up there, but it's 50 years old, so you know, I'm sure you've got a few cracks as well if you're 50 years old. That's wicked. I'm so happy with this. I'm on the fence about putting a stock motor in this and just putting it back together, because everything's so tidy. It should just be a stock car, but there's a big hole in the firewall, which I would have done anyway. I don't blame anyone, and that just makes me commit. Really, really unsure what's in it. Coil radiator. Sweet. Is that all front end parts? Wow. Seat belts. And a whole bunch of new parts. New sway bar end links. Sweet. And then we got, oh look, another set of engine mounts. So I know that these ones came from KE conversions, I'm pretty sure. And these are for beams in a KE20, so I'll sell those on, because I have Tim's handiwork, which I much prefer. We've got a shifter from the stock box. Oh, it's a 5-speed shifter. I have a gearbox over there with no 5-speed shifter, so that's handy. That gearbox is unrelated to this car. And then auto pedal box, battery tray, what's in there? The original rubber boot, which is also really good and could have just been cleaned. Another shifter. So that's a 4-speed shifter, or early 4-speed shifter. So we've got an early 4-speed shifter and a 5-speed shifter and engine mounts and all of this stuff and all of that stuff and the things I left at his place. I left a rear window, the bumpers, the stock tail shaft, and a few other little bits and pieces that wouldn't fit in the truck, but most of it's here. I'm so happy with my purchase. This is a great day.